You're going to rack up a big number, and you don't want to tell anyone. I tell you, there's long and long, and that with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. Frank, the approach shot here at the 8th, and what's a player looking at?
Well, you've got no bunkers really to worry about, but obviously a lot of undulation. You can see there that if you use the contours, that ball's going to kick around a little bit. Relatively narrow, but this is not a problem. You can go in here low or high.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Wow, Frank, I did not expect that. Eagle. Frank, the 9th hole, called Olympus. That is very grand sounding. Like something that...
You're talking Greek God here, aren't you? Come on, this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Nudge this one home. Finish it up.
Oh, not a good time to make a bogey.
Drops down to 2nd place. Heading out to the... We pick up with our featured golfer at hole number 10. Solid performance so far, holding steady through the middle of the 2nd round.
Starting to earn the nickname Steady Eddie, really.
Frank, if you win a U.S. Open, it says plainly you were one of the tough guys, that you had, as they say, the intestinal fortitude to handle the most difficult golf courses under the most extreme pressure.
Yeah, and I think that really does define certainly a multiple U.S. Open champion, because you can do anything once. But I think the Hale Irwins of the world, whose all his majors were U.S. Opens, even Lee Jansen, who won 2 U.S. Opens, they're gritty. Trevino's the same. I remember in the playoff with Jack Nicklaus at Miriam when he threw the rubber snake down there, and you thought, well, why would you dare do that to one of the great players of all time? And anything to get a slight edge, because you knew the golf course itself was going to beat you up. It was going to take every ounce of your golfing acumen to get around there. So you needed any edge you could against the great players that you're playing against.
Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today. When you consider the length of that putt, it was a good putt.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just has the feel today. Stepping up to the tee here at the 11th, Frank.
It looks straightforward. You see a big dune in the middle of the fairway. You can really take that out of play. Get it down there as far as you can. You're going to need to. And then from there on in, it's really just trying to find out exactly where you want to land that second shot so that you can get it on the right level.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. The 11th hole, Frank, what's the right way to get at it?
Just got to be cognizant of that ridge that cuts through the middle of this green that sort of turns this green into one simple green into all these little complex sort of sections. That's the biggest thing, but that's also, you realize very, very quickly, you're playing links golf today.
Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed the bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Finally in for a double bogey. Frank, as a player, do you like the drivable par 4? And we've seen these setups now at just about every single U.S. Open.
When you're playing well, there's no question, then they favor the guy playing well. But if you're struggling, no one likes their hand forced. The 12th forces your hand. It's tough to lay up on this hole.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
So, Frank, trying to make 3 the conventional way, didn't have a go at this green. What's left now?
Just the yardage. If you've got a good yardage here, then all these undulations in this green really aren't that important. And that's the beauty of laying up. You've taken the risk off the tee and really the risk in and around this green. So a good second shot, distance control, and you're going to be well rewarded.
It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. it makes the green in regulation. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about it.